the Chief Automation Officer for the Microsoft Mighty South region, and that's a picture of me up on the screen there. I thought I'd personalize this video a little bit, and I'm with my best buddy, Zach. He is my 11-year-old golden retriever who likes to hang out in my office with me when I'm working and has been my constant companion for 11 years. So great dog. Love having him around and keeping me company. So today's use case is going to be a demonstration of the Power Platform / Power Automate processing a new facial recognition model. The elements of the Power Platform we're going to see today is Power Automate, both digital process automation in the cloud and robotic process automation on the desktop. We're going to see the use of the Office 365 connector and the OneDrive connector. And the cloud flow is actually going to trigger the desktop flow and run in an attended fashion. I'm using attended for the demo so we can see it run. This scenario would actually probably be best served by an unattended automation that runs in the background. However, that doesn't make for a very good demo. And then for the AI side, as everyone knows, AI is everywhere these days. It's being infused in a lot of products and everybody's talking about it. Microsoft has a very powerful AI engine with Azure. And from the AI side, we're going to see an Azure custom vision model. We're going to use Azure Cognitive Services, and our automation is actually going to be used to train a new image recognition model. And all this means we are doing hyper automation today. And Microsoft is truly the only vendor that provides an end-to-end hyper automation platform via the Power Platform tools. All of these tools are, of course, backed up by Azure. And so whether we're doing things like chatbots for Power Virtual Agents or low-code applications with Power Apps, or we're going to see today, Power Automate, only Microsoft provides the true end-to-end strategic digital transformation platform solution that enables our customers to deploy solutions for virtually any scenario they can dream up. There's a lot of automation engines out there. However, every one of them, if they want to use things like AI or back office applications like CRM, they pretty much have to use a third-party product. With Microsoft, we provide all of those products as part of one connected, secure platform in the Power Platform. So let's see this demo run today, and I'm just going to stop sharing this screen, and when we come back, we will see the demo run. Okay, we're back. So let's see this demo run. So we saw our cloud flow before, and now let's take a look at how it actually works. So it's triggered by the email arriving, and then it goes through these steps. It'll check the attachment to see if the attachment contains health record. If it does a document extraction and enters that information in a third-party system, which you're going to see in a later demo. For today's demo, it's actually going to extract the name of the attachments, which will be the 8 pictures, as you see in the email to the left there, create a file in OneDrive, and then it'll trigger our Power Automate for Desktop flow, passing in the name of the new patient and the list of picture files from the email. And then our desktop flow will launch Outlook, grab all the images, write them to the local file, and then it'll load the customvision.ai site that we saw earlier. It'll paste the name of each image into the file open box, open the images, upload them to the site, and then click the train button. We're not actually going to train the model for purposes of today. I'm going to save that for later when we do the full end-to-end run. This is kind of just an example of how we would set up the model to be trained. So let's see this work. So I go back to my Cloudflow and click test. Now it's triggered by an email. So once I click test and I get my spinner, knowing my Cloudflow is ready to go, I will click send in my email. I'm just using my local account on my demo system. Obviously, in the real world, this would come in from a patient. You see, I've got the subject set to new patient pictures, John Strauman, and all of my pictures attached. And by the way, while I'm using an example of a patient management system here with the idea that when you go to the doctor's office, instead of filling out the same forms for the 50th time, we simply get our picture taken, and through our image recognition model, the doctor system will recognize who we are and then pull up all information on a tablet for us to edit or just say, yes, that's good. You could also use this for any use case, maybe for security reasons. When a new employee starts at a secure facility, you need their image so they can log into and get into a secure factory or something like that. So there's a million different use cases for this. The purposes of today's video is to show how we can combine Power Automate and the power of the Azure Cognitive Services to automate the training of our models. So let's click send and we'll see our automation run. Now we get the notification our flow is running. We'd like to see our green check marks. I'm going to expand this so we see when we get to the Power Automate for Desktop step, I'm actually going to minimize this screen so we can see the Power Automate desktop flow run as well. We won't actually see it step through, but we will see the browser load and the images being loaded. So let's minimize this and wait for that to happen. Okay, we see our Power Automate for Desktop flow is kicked off. It's going to sign in, upload the images, and then click the train button. And that's where it's going to stop, as I mentioned before. We're not going to actually train the model today. We'll save that for a future video, but let's just watch our automated flow load these pictures into the custom vision AI facial recognition model. We'll see it'll create a tag for John Strauman, upload the files, click done, and then it'll click train. So at this point, we could do quick training or advanced training. Advanced training, of course, would provide greater accuracy. And of course, as with any AI model, the more pictures you provide, the better the accuracy of the model will be. In this case, I used 8 or 10 just to keep the demo short. But the benefit that we've seen to the customer here is that we have automated the process of training an AI model. So it takes away the need for a human to do that. We want our human workers doing things like creative decision making and relationship building. This is kind of repetitive process-based tasks, perfect for automations. And so this would be probably best suited to an unattended scenario where emails come in, this automation gets kicked off, and new patients or new workers get added to the AI model in real time and trained. And so the AI model is then ready for use in another automation where, as I mentioned before, a patient could be recognized in a doctor's office. We could use facial recognition to log someone into an information storage or to enter a secure facility somewhere. So there's myriad benefits here to our customers, and I hope you've enjoyed this video, and we'll be back soon with the end-to-end scenario.